And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hashtag Sports. And the 2022 season is here. And guys, we're smiling, but are we happy right now as Bills fans? Thank you for joining us. My name is Joe. If you're new to this channel or this is your first time here, or you unsubscribed in the off season, get ready because the season is here, and that means more live updates. That means do game play-by-play during the games, and also Mario and Paul keeping you updated throughout the season. Live post-game, there's gonna be a lot going on. I got my pick'em coming up every single week, and a chance for you guys to win a little something if you join a pick'em league as well. A lot going on here at Hashtag Sports, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're here today to talk about camp. We're here to talk about practice. You're talking about practice. Well, in practice means some of your best players get hurt. Means some of your best players start fights. There's stuff to talk about. Again, guys, as you're strolling on in here, hit that thumbs up button and join the conversation. These videos go so much better when you, Bills Mafia, join the conversation. So obviously the big news today in training camp, and we'll talk about most of the week, right? Pads. The Buffalo Bills just started with their pads practices, and we saw on Saturday, we saw our boy Josh Allen get into a little bit of a fray, if you will. Hey, Elliot, good to see you. Go Bills. Absolutely. Super Bowl season, here we come. This might be the one, guys. Listen, Vegas has us as the favorite. Josh Allen is the MVP favorite. It looks like this team is poised to do big thing. Hey, Seth and Jen, how you doing? Good to be back. I took a few weeks off, and listen, it's been a fun few weeks, but it's right here, right? We're right on the cusp. It's August. In 2 days, we got football. It might just be the Hall of Fame game. Not much to talk about, but we got football. Football is back. The NFL is back, and I'm excited. I know you guys are excited because, again, this could be our year. This could be the season. We're part of that conversation, right? So long, the Bills were not part of that conversation. We're up there. We're part of that conversation. And right now, as it stands right now, again, it's August 2nd. It doesn't matter who leads the conversation right now. It's about who leads the conversation in February. But right now, we're leading that conversation. We're the marquee name. We're the ones that people are talking about saying this team might be the team to do it, and I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited as well, and I could go on and on about how excited I am. But we're going to talk first about the big news of the day. Jordan Poyer gets hurt during camp. From the video that I saw, it looked really bad. I don't know if you guys are on Twitter, if you guys are on Instagram, all that stuff, which if you are, follow Hashtag Sports. But the video looked really bad. The video made it look like not only did he have a shoulder / arm injury, it made it look like he was almost concussed too. Like he didn't know where he was at. My man was feeling for the seat. He was holding on to the trainer's shorts, probably because he was in so much pain. And you were really, really worried about what was going on with Jordan Poyer. There was a good hour and a half there where Bills Mafia was really holding their breath. But then reports came out he was getting an MRI for a hyperextended elbow, which, again, is something that can be dealt with a little bit better than something if something's torn or something's broken. And then no ligament damage, which was huge, right? I talked to my wife when the news came out that that was a hyperextended elbow, and we were just waiting for the MRI results. And she said, hyperextended elbow for the normal person, not even for an NFL player. And listen, we know that these guys get the best medical care in the world, right? But for a normal person, 2 to 4 weeks, which is what we found out, right? A few weeks. And luckily, we have a few weeks to spare before the regular season starts. But as Bills fans, are we now worried? Are we now worried because this is back-to-back within 1 week? Both of our star safeties has been hurt. Hyde came back to practice yesterday, so that should have us excited. That should have us, enthused about him being ready to go for the regular season. But now Poyer's out, so they really haven't had a lot of time to work together, Right now, do they need that time? Maybe not. Maybe not. You still have Leslie Frazier, defensive coordinator, Coach McDermott, head coach. The defensive scheme isn't going to change that much. And plus, it does give some of these young guys who we're going to talk about in this live edition of Hashtag Sports, it gives some of these young guys a chance to get experience, which is huge. Absolutely huge, right? So we look at that and we say maybe there's some silver lining. I'm not going to say that Poyer or Hyde getting hurt is a good thing. I would never say that. Injuries are never a good thing. Training camp injuries are some of the worst things. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter who it is. I was reading about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers center going out for the season. And, I know how much we like to dig on Tom Brady, but come on, like, you're ready for the season, you're waiting for this, and then you suffer that torn ACL or whatever the case might be, and all of a sudden your season's done before it even got started. It has to be such a deflating feeling if you are an NFL player, right? So to see these injuries happen is never a good thing, but if there's silver lining, we do get to see some of these young guys step up and try to make some plays. You got Jaquan Johnson, who came in for a lot today. And just so you guys know, I am not at camp. I am not in at St. John Fisher right now. I've been listening to Shout with Matt Perino. They do a great job. Make sure you give them a listen if you haven't already. So I watched that with Ryan Talbot and Matt Perino, a great listen there. So follow them. They do a great job covering camp. And there's some other sites and things that I follow for my camp news. And if you're not following them, guys, there's a plethora of great Buffalo Bills coverage. And again, why following them? Make sure you're following Hashtag Sports on all those social media networks. But you see some of these young guys trying to step up, and we saw that, again, from what I heard, we saw that today. Bedford, our 6th-round pick, he stepped up a little bit today. He had some good plays, according to Matt Perino. And to see that, and he was going against Stephon Diggs. So you talk about Stephon Diggs, all-pro wide receiver, iron sharpening iron. You hope that you got a steal maybe in the 6th round of the NFL draft. And that this Bedford could come out could come out and maybe be surprised when people make this team. That'd be really good to see. But Poyer going out, bad news. We do get a little bit of a breather. Adam Schefter came out, reported that Poyer should be back before the regular season starts. Poyer's not going to see any more time in training camp. You're not going to see Poyer participating much in training camp. Maybe some Tre'Davious White treatment, right? Tre'Davious White is working out at camp. He's moving around, but he's not part of team drills, right? We're still not 100% sure when Tre'Davious White is going to be ready. Let me know in the comment section when you think Tre'Davious White will be ready to go. Will it be week 1? Will it be week 5? When will that be? We've heard Tommy previously at Friday Night Lights talk about how he's not sure if Trey White will be ready midway through the season until after the Bills bye week, and we'll see when it's going to be. But even if he's ready to play, will he be 100%, and will he be the same old Tre'Davious White that we're used to seeing? It'll be interesting to see there. But not only do we have the Poyer and Hyde news on Saturday, Josh Allen gets into a little bit of a scuffle. I think this is blown way out of proportion. Right. So here's how I understood what went down on Saturday. So Saturday, Josh Allen, obviously, again, quarterbacks wearing the red, right? They're wearing the red. Don't touch the quarterbacks. He scrambles and he gets hit with a little shoulder, maybe unexpectedly, and he takes offense to it. Gets in. I can't think of the defensive player's name off the top of my head. I forget. I know I had it in there at some point. Anyhow, gets in his face, and there's a little bit of a scuffle. Obviously, if you're the defensive player, you're not going to go after Josh Allen, right? You know better than to do that. It was Phillips, by the way. You know better than to do that. So there was a little bit of a scuffle. Again, I think that people are blowing this off portion. There's not much news to cover until the injury today of Jordan Poyer. So they're trying to cover whatever news they can. Other injuries, Jamison Crowder came back from injury. Stevenson, unfortunately, went down with an injury. Not sure of the severity on that. The offensive line is struggling with some minor injuries for the most part. They should be ready to go at the start of preseason. Again, guys, preseason just 2 days away, right? The Hall of Fame game, the Las Vegas Raiders going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars on Thursday. And then you have all the festivities of Hall of Fame weekend, the enshrinement ceremony. So it should be a lot of fun. And again, it's not the greatest or cleanest football game in the world. but football is back. So those are some of the news and notes from camp that I have. Again, Poyer's out, but doesn't look as serious as we first were dreading, which is great. Hyperextended elbow, probably will not be back for the rest of camp. Probably will not play at all in the preseason, which does leave you wondering what's going to happen when the season starts. But yeah, it does have some questions for Bills fans. We are still looking good from both sides of the ball. You had some of your safeties, your young safeties, step up according to Matt Farino today, and I'm looking forward to that. But so the big news coming out of camp: Poyer hurt, should be ready to go by the regular season. You have Crowder come back about 2 days ago, so he's back. Hopefully his ailments are over with. And then you also had Hyde come back, so that's good news as well. We're avoiding the injury bug as far as long-term injuries, but still you want to be as ready to go come week one. Because remember, our week one game's on a Thursday night, right? So we're not sitting here waiting until Sunday. We got the Thursday night season opener. Make sure you're right here on Hashtag Sports, as I'll be giving you live play-by-play and reaction to the game between the Buffalo Bills and the Super Bowl, the reigning defending Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams. I look forward to seeing you all then. And guys, we're going to keep going live. We're going to try to do this at least once a week to keep you guys updated on what's going on with the Buffalo Bills. Hopefully less injury news. We don't want to have any serious injuries coming up. I think the injury bug has hit the Buffalo Bills hard enough at the start of camp already. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, we'll see what happens, and we have you covered right here on Hashtag Sports. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I hope you have some fun and enjoy the rest of your week. Maybe we'll be live again this week. Hopefully not, because it means we'll probably be covering some bad news. But we'll see what happens. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.